the rest of the day?
I'm gonna
Continue onward. Okay, very good. So do survival check.
whatever.
Yep.
Whatever there is out there. 13.
What's your survival?
Plus 6.
19. Perfect. Very good.
19.
What would be out here? What is that?
Prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs. You find a bunch of prairie dogs.
There you go.
So you got
Enjoy. I'll do some hunting
Rabbits.
too.
What?
Yeah, or some
Rabbits.
Rabbits?
We've
Rabbits.
had
We got rabbits before.
Yeah.
So you would definitely find rabbits, except that you've already got them. So we need other types of stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to do some hunting too.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Sure, what are you doing?
And we're by the edge of a river, right?
19.
You're on the. You're not really following the river.
No, we're not.
You know that the river is to the.
When we
is
come
to the
across
west.
the river, we'll catch some stuff.
Fishing.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
What's the thing that I do for hunting?
You do survival. What's your survival?
Okay, so plus 4, so 23.
23. Perfect. Very good. You come across some more prairie dogs. More prairie dogs.
Okay, chomped.
Yes. Woohoo! Okay, you're amazed at how much food that Nina and Thalia are now packing with. I mean, you thought that they were eating a lot before, but now that you actually started hunting, and they're eating their normal rations, and they're eating the stuff that you're killing, and they're eating all the hunting stuff too.
The stuff that we're killing.
Yeah, exactly right. And then there's a huge sort of difference between Thalia and Nina, which is Thalia, when she eats, she's got this wonderful glee of like, look, get another thing, oh, this is wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And then Nina, when she eats, it's like with this guilty, I don't want to eat my honey, I'm cursed, oh my God. They're both just packing it away. Wow. Okay.
Nina is getting rounder.
So
it's
it's that night. You've still got one cantrip left, one horizon left. No, you don't?
No.
Oh, you don't? What did you use the other thing on?
They both went on casino.
Oh, you used 2 of them on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many hit points have
I'm at 6. Got back 5.
Oh, very good. Got back 5. Oh, you used another one. I see. I missed the second one. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay. So, and then you're down to 0. And you still got 2 points of cure.
Yep.
Okay. So do you want to use them?
Yeah.
Before the night is up?
Okay, do you want to start?
Actually, I could use the
I'm
2.
hurt, but I'll be okay by morning.
I could use the 2 and then I'll be fine by morning.
Look in the head.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you're up to 8 now. The night passes without incident, so everybody gets their appropriate curing back, which I believe brings everybody to full, which is true. I think so. Yeah. So you're 13.
I should have taken Goodberry.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Goodberry? Yeah.
So that's good stuff.
So it's the cure light moon, it's the Goodberry.
That's right. You could use it. You could stockpile them. Try and use them as much as you can.
Well, also, if you hand them out, like, you get 2, you get 1, you have 3.
Sure.
You gotta watch handing it to those 2. Oh, no, those are really good.
Yeah, those are tasty. I feel much better. Yeah, maybe having loose food around the party isn't a good idea in this paper party. So, another day goes by. It's starting to get a little bit warmer. Okay, balmier. You're passing through more grasslands. Okay. Anybody want to do anything for the day?
I'd like to eat some grass.
Eat some grass. Very good. You might on some grass. Excellent.
Are there any stones?
Sure. I tell you what. Why don't you make a spot check?
I'll look for them too.
I have a +6.
Same thing.
That would be 25.
Hey,
Got to get a plus.
Okay.
19.
19. Beautiful, beautiful, very good. What'd you get? Yeah! Oh, this is great! So you're looking around for some stones. It's like, hey, let's look around for some stones. And then Morin's like, yeah, I'll look around for some stones too. And then both of you look and you see this really big stone over there, and Morin's looking in the other direction. You tap him on the shoulder. Looks Morin over there. Oh, there's a big stone right there! Yeah, very good, very good. Okay. So Strick is like, well, we might as well go there. There's no reason not to. And we use the stones as meeting places. Maybe they also use the stones as meeting places.
Sure.
Right? Okay. So you head over there. It's just sort of a half hour away. It's pretty easy. So excellent. You cast some re-magic on the stone. And as far as you can tell, there is nothing magical on the stone with which to read.
And but I'm sorry, this stone did have the effaced markings.
You want to check the space markings first?
Yeah, right. Before I cast the read magic,
Oh, very good. Okay,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna examine it. We'll see.
Okay, very good.
Did you guys help with this?
Sure.
Examining, right? I can't.
I got +4.
27.
I can't examine.
Right.
I can't.
Why even bother? 13.
Okay, 13, very good. Okay, now if you help him with the thing view, then all you need to do is roll a 10 or greater.
Okay.
And then you add a +2 visual.
Wow, so that means minus 29.
29! Right!
Keep a watch for things.
Okay, very good. You keep a keen eye out. You take a look at Barnaby. Barnaby, keen eye. Barnaby, keen eye. Okay. In the meantime, you guys thoroughly go over the thing you do. And in fact, there are more markings that are
Okay,
based
well then I will cast read magic.
And, okay, very good. So you cast read magic. There's nothing magical on which to read. Now, by the way, what's very interesting is that prior to him mentioning all this together, you would never even have thought to examine these things for the stuff, right, the markings. As far as you know, no one in the tribe has ever known that there were markings on it, right? And actually, if you didn't know Gordeshi, like you know Gordeshi and all this other stuff, you wouldn't even recognize it as like an actual language, right? So these things could have been here for a long time, you know, effaced and yada yada, and no one would ever know. They just look like big stones with like worn away a little bit, you know, because of the weather and yada yada. Okay? So by the two of you putting your stuff together, you've actually figured stuff out. A lot of these stones seem like they now have these effaced stuff on them, this effaced markings.
So how did you know that the messages were erased? Is like a story that's passed down or something?
Yes, in the Lotus, there is the story that as Gordeshi civilization was collapsing in and of itself, they tried to pass down this wisdom about this horror that has befallen them. But whatever it was that befell them seems to have had enough intelligence to go after that message and destroy it, and that I find very disturbing.
Okay, let's back up a second. First, who the hell are the Lotus? And second, what is this cataclysm that you're talking about?
So the Gordeshi Empire was a great magical empire that existed a long time ago.
Right.
They
We've
were-
seen a lot of the ruins.
Yeah, what exists now isn't half of what used to be. They were amazing stonemasons. They did really wonderful stuff with magic, and they were very powerful. And now apparently they were very suddenly wiped out by something.
And you know this because of the Lotus? Who are the Lotus?
Well, I'm a member of the Lotus. The Lotus is an organization devoted to making sure that this does not happen again. For centuries, the Lotus has worked to prevent the people from going in and settling that area because of the danger that lurks beneath. But in the wisdom of our rulers, they thought that we should overlook that and go settle the jungle.
I really wish that I knew that before we actually came here. Yeah. Okay.
You've been here before.
No, I've never been to Golden before. I've been appointed warden by the king.
What I know.
Yeah. Good to know. I can add this to the list of crazy stuff that's actually going on in our settlements.
What's the
Okay.
what
does it
type
make a
of crazy
difference?
stuff is going on in the city?
Oh, all types of stuff. So as far as we know, there's weird stuff that's happening in the mines of Golden. That's the reason why I'm with Barnaby here. Right? Scouts have reported that someone is spying on us, but we can't catch the damn fuckers. And then, we have to worry about some strange cataclysm from the past that wiped out this other empire that was in the area. Not bad, that's a full plate. We can do something with that.
There's
Okay.
people
As
who
per
come by
rights.
every once in a while.
Go ahead, yeah.
There's people who come by to our tribe every once in a while who ask for news from people who go who are traveling down to the down south. I'm going to describe them. I don't remember what they look like.
Okay, sure.
And does that ring any bells about people who are spying on you?
No. I'm pretty certain that the people who are spying on us are natives, people who actually live in the jungles.
Within the jungle.
Live in the jungles.
Who are these natives?
We don't know. We've never seen one. We've never been able to catch one.
Are they
They're
even
loose.
human?
What?
Are they even human?
Who can say?
How do you know that they're there?
What?
How do you know that they're?
Indirect evidence. It turns out that Sergeant Anderson is one of the best scouts that we have, and he has been tracking back and forth across between the different settlements. He's the most experienced with the area. He's the one who trailblazed a lot of the trail that's going out there. He's the one who manages a lot of the expeditions that are out there. And he has got a feeling that there are people out there, and he's been able to find some indirect evidence that there's something out in the forest, or something out in the jungle, which is actively taking a look at us.
Sure.
Besides that, we have no hard evidence that someone's out there.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
Unrelated, but
Mhm.
Nina's back up to everything, right?
Yes, Nina's back at the full as well.
What about the mines?
Mhm.
I find all that talk about the mines very interesting.
Mhm.
Can you tell us more about what's happened there? Why?
No idea. People have died, weird stuff is going on, and there's strange objects down there that we need Barnaby to identify and figure out what's happening.
You know, if we could find one of these stones that actually would mark this haven't been effaced, that might shed some light on it.
I think that would be a good idea.
Actually, the mine is
It's like-
the best place to look, perhaps.
Maybe so.
Why do you say that?
Well, I think a lot of the messages that were left above ground were effaced by weather or by this force that might have the cataclysm that destroyed the empires.
Yep, you already know whether we're in that.
Right. But underground, some things might have been tucked away, and there are very hard minerals underneath there that might have withstood the kind of damage that was done to the stones.
Find some malachite.
Malachite's pretty hard. Okay, so does anybody else want to do anything for the rest of today?
Actually, Strick, so what kinds of stuff has been going on? Mine just you've been finding strange things, or
I don't know. That's the reason why I'm going on site with Barnaby.
sounds good. Well, sounds like we've got.
So is Barnaby your friend?
What?
Barnaby your friend?
Friend is a very strong term.
Does he trust you?
Yeah, I think he trusts me. I've saved his life on enough occasions.
Okay.
Yes, trust Strick. Strick will help me. Strick will help me. Yes. So, another day passes without incident. Does anybody else want to do anything or try anything?
How do the rations work? Do I need to count one off every day?
Yeah, so under normal circumstances, we would be counting them off every day and all that sort of stuff. But given that you two can, whatever, like scrounge up extra food anytime that you
Been
want.
hunting.
Yeah, exactly. We've got more people who would be like,
And it's just, there's not much point.
Right, exactly. So there's not even a point that there's no. So we assume that you just replenish all your supplies every single time.
But normally they just get consumed.
Yeah, normally they would be consumed. Now, by the way, if we were in a different situation, like where you couldn't easily scrounge food, or you're on some long trek in the middle of nowhere, or you were spelunking underground or something, then yes, we're keeping track of every piece of food, everything that's on the thing you do. Right now, we're just relaxing it because it's just a lot of hassle to keep track of it. You're just going to replenish it anyway. Okay. Go ahead.
I was going to say, could Barnaby touch one of these stones? Would you
Just
mind, please?
be prepared to put him on the horse and cart him away.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll try touching the stones. The stones, even from this distance, I can tell that the stones are very old. They were made by someone hundreds of years ago. There was intent in the stone. I can sense that, even without touching it. And then, when I actually touch it, he puts his hands on the stone, follows for each other's blood, and then his entire body is shaking. Okay? There's some type of warning here. I can't tell what it is, but whoever did this, never wanted anybody ever to come to these lands, ever again. That's not very hopeful. That's not a good idea.
Somebody
How
never
does it
wanted.
relate to this?
What?
How does it relate to this?
I don't know. What is
Wait.
it? That's very shady.
You touched it before, and you said something about a great deal.
No, never, no, didn't touch, no.
Don't
He doesn't
break
look
that.
at it, no.
Let's come back to what you just said.
Yeah.
They don't want anybody to come here.
Yeah, no, the stones are warning. They're warning.
So it's the warning you were talking about.
I want to examine that stone one more time. Does it look like
Examining it again doesn't do it.
Okay.
Does-
But it's just one type of stone.
Do the stones,
Yes, it's one type of stone, that's correct, yes.
do the stones form some kind of boundary, Lauren?
Just when it gets interesting. Yeah, very good. So, Witchman, who's it? No, as far as you know, no one's ever charted out this one through
Okay.
You do know, by the way, that there are many different types of stones in the Strawberry Lands. It's conceivable that like one of all types of stone is a boundary, or one of all types of stones is something.
I mean, I would know these stones fairly well. So, do I have a sense of, like,
No.
if I think, I don't know.
Yeah. But certainly if you could, if you would know where all the stones were, and so if you had a few weeks, couple weeks or something, you could easily just chart the entire area and immediately be able to tell.
Whether,
Yeah, all the stuff, you could be able to tell whatever pattern is in the stones. That thing, right?
So whatever this evil thing wants us to go there, is what it is. It erased the warning so that we could go there. So it's like sleeping and we would wake it up or something. That's weird.
That would be pretty weird. Who can tell the motivations of
It could be a thing of
hundred-year-old
good that
sleeping
was
things?
trapped by evil.
Maybe the warning stones are fake, and then you're really supposed to go there with which to actually get the good thing, free the good thing that the evil thing trapped.
Maybe they're warnings from evil creatures.
Well, what?
Maybe they're warnings from evil creatures.
They could be warnings from evil creatures.
No, I think it was
There are evil creatures put up
it was
warnings.
no one at all. It was didn't want anybody.
Yeah, by the way, you don't even know what the alignment of the Gordeshi Empire is. Maybe the entire Gordeshi Empire was evil, all right? Some good thing came along and destroyed it. Yeah, it is.
I'd like to light the stone, see if anything happens.
Okay, very good. You light up the stone, and then nothing happens. Anybody else want to try it?
I'm just gonna jump on it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
my rock climbing?
Excellent, do some climbing.
I get a -1.
Yes, long climb. You fall off the stone. I don't believe that. That's incredible. Okay, make a reflex save.
A reflex.
A reflex save. Yeah, you actually,
Is
you're
there
gonna
some
fall.
sort of reflex?
Oh, I'm sorry, a reflex. These are your saves right here.
You're gonna fall and hurt yourself.
Okay, great. Okay, and then roll a reflex save. Oh, God, you failed your reflex save. This is beautiful. You're gonna take, you take a d6 of non-lethal. Oh, you only take 1 point again. You take 1 point of non-lethal damage.
Meaning temporary?
No, not temporary. Temporary subdual damage is non-lethal damage. Okay, so it's going to go away in an hour.
Right, that's what
But temporary hit points are a totally separate thing. That's a different.
Can I make a net?
Can you what?
Make a net.
Sure. Okay, so what's your craft name?
It is 4.
Okay, very good. Excellent. 14. 14. Oh, no, you've ruined that first one. You won't be able to.
Can I make another?
What? No. Okay. So, by the way, the thing you do, you only have so much time during the day with which to do all your various things. So pretty much you get 1 attempt for a day, and then you can try again tomorrow.
Okay.
Although, now just so you know, if you were in one place, stationary, then you could get several attempts on it. But it's only because you're traveling, and you have to spend so much of your time traveling and most of your other stuff. You only get like one survival check, one whatever check.
So if we're trying to locate these guys, if we're trying to find out where